All right.
All right, and I'll get this reported. I did get all the details you gave me on that. And oh, by the way, did you heat this on the stove top, the microwave?
I heated it in a microwave.
Microwave. Okay.
Yeah, I just poured it in my mug and stuck it in the microwave. I was probably talking to my cat. My light in my kitchen, my fluorescent light, isn't working very well. So I didn't even see this little creature come out of the can. But let me tell you, it's a nasty little creature.
Okay. All right, I'll get this
Oh,
reported. And
hey, hey,
you know,
hey! I have a question. I have a question. Um, is there any way to find out like what type of bacteria it actually is? Like, so I know, just because I'm curious.
what type of bacteria it
Or
is?
what type of
What type of
microorganism?
spoilage?
Yeah, what is its name? Does it have like a name, like a Latin name, like that's common for it grows in chicken broth because of I guess its chemical compound or something? I'm just curious.
Okay, I don't have any specific name on that.
Well, I mean,
You
I'm
know,
sure you
but
guys have like a lab that you guys like obviously test to see what is growing in your product when it
well, I'll
fails.
tell you what. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll send a. You have that in the refrigerator?
Yeah, it's been in the
To close it.
freezer. Yeah, it's been in
Well,
the
I'll send
freezer.
a baggie out to have that. To have for you to send that to our lab.
Uh-huh.
All right, and I'll have a postage paid envelope and a bag, and then they can examine that.
Right. You guys should know what's growing in your stuff, and we have the right to know what we're actually consuming.
Well, that's why I'll send those bags out to you.
Mhm.
All right, and that'll go directly to the laboratory, and they'll get back to you with a report on that.
Right.
All right.
All right.
All right. Now look to receive that along with the reimbursement that we'll be sending you. Okay.
Okay.
And
What if it's like something like botulism?
we haven't had a recorded case of botulism in more than 40 years.
Okay.
We've had cases of spoilage like this all the
Yeah.
time, but not any recorded cases of botulism.
Right.
You know. So
Okay.
very likely what this is spoilage. In the soup, and that small dent in the can is a dead giveaway that air was getting into the product.
Hmm.
It does happen quite often, even with the smallest dents. That's why I want to alert you to the fact if you see a small dent in the can, don't take it lightly because it could have an ear hole in there that the human eye can't see. We've had a number of cases where this happened with soups. All right, and then air gets into it over time. Probably very slowly, and it can cause spoilage in there. That's why we would always ask, what was the shape of the can? Were there any kind of anything unusual, any nicks and dents on it?
Yeah,
And
this one is like I'm just saying I only said this because you asked the question and
right.
it's not even I mean it's really 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 small, really small.
Yeah, it could happen. We've had cases where even the smallest ones can bring about have little tiny, very tiny holes. Not even you can't even pick up with the naked eye. So that's why I wanted to mention that because sometimes people they figure naturally you would figure well it's not a sizable it shouldn't be a problem. But sometimes we've had cases where you get the slightest dent and somehow you may or may not have it, but sometimes you may have an ear hole. Probably that's what happened here. And then over time it got into it and caused the spoilage, in the product. Sometimes it could be an extreme case like this, or it could be a case where it hadn't been dented that long and it's maybe just starting, may not have been visibly evident, but you could notice the smell starting to get bad. Little signs that mentioned the sports was coming up. So that's why I would want to mention, if you see a small dent on the can, maybe it doesn't have that, but then again, maybe it does. You sort of, playing chance on that.
Mm.
So that's just want to let you know, just be careful. Any can could on that, whether it's Cambells or not. Just if you know, sometimes you can't even notice them that well.
Yeah.
Which happens to a lot of people.
I
So I
don't
just wanted to mention, if you do notice a small dent, be very careful about that.
Yeah, I don't know if I could ever drink Swanson's broth again. I was eating ramen noodles yesterday and like all I could think of is like that slimy thing in my mouth.
Well, that's understandable. that's the deal. You know, that's an
And I
experience
love
like that.
Swansons because you guys are Cambells. I mean, you guys are like, eating good, right?
Yeah, but see, sometimes these incidences do happen with all of the with canned products.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like I said, when you get a debt like that, that could have happened in the store. It could have happened in transit. You know, all these things are the things that our quality management staff would want to try to check and test into to see which one of these might have been the cause. You know,
Right.
or you know, sometimes things are not formulated properly on the line, or maybe they're not stored properly in the warehouse, and sometimes in very hot areas. So I know you may even have a combination of all these things. So all of those the staff would have to look at, you know, and try to determine. But that's why I want to sort of outline it for you, so you get some idea of the different ways that could happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, that's usually a bad smell is a dead giveaway. You know that you got something in there, even sometimes the soup may look all right, and I guess that means it hadn't yet progressed to a certain point of the spoilage yet. You know.
Right.
So that oftentimes happens.
Just, I could say that, like, if somebody was cooking with this and say they just, like, didn't have it in a mug like I did, they probably would have consumed all of that nastiness. Like, the whole glob of stuff that was in there. Because if it was, like, to be mixed in with, like, something else and you weren't paying attention, just, because I realized how little my paying attention was just by pouring going through my routine, pouring some, broth in a mug and stick in the microwave, and, I didn't even bother to look and watch. I didn't watch, I wasn't watching, you know what I mean? Like,
that happens with a lot of people, but
yeah.
the reason I brought that up is that, see, once the product leaves the factory and it goes out, gets into the warehouse and then into the stores, then things like that could happen to it, and it could cause.
No, yeah, I understand that completely. I understand that.
No matter how well it was made, so that's why we would caution consumers, to carefully check those things, on that, as well as the use by date.
Maybe you guys need stronger cans. Well, wait.
Anyway,
But
I'll get all this reported. We do have all of the stuff that we
yeah.
need to have.
I'd like to definitely have a package to send you a sample of this stuff because it's pretty.
Yeah, I'll send that out for you.
All right.
We'll send a mailer out in plastic bag, but just keep that in the refrigerator.
How about the freezer? I don't want it in my fridge. Can I put it in my freezer?
Yeah, you can put it in your freezer.
Yeah,
that's better. It's even better that way. That way it'll stay frozen.
Yeah.
Right, we'll get that everything sent out.
It smells too, so I wouldn't want it near any of my food. But all right, well, happy holidays, and if we talk again, we do. If we don't, we don't, and I'll get that out to you as soon as I get it.
Okay. But I wish you the happy holidays. Like I said, if there's any, we haven't had any cases where, anything drastic happen to people on these consumptions. But if you feel that there's anything to call us about, by all means, call us up.
Yeah. No, I can only say the only thing that's bothered me is I had a little bit of headache and constipation, but that's it.
Right. Okay.
But
right,
nothing alarming yet.
Okay.
All right.
But I'll get this reported for you right away.
Okay.
And have a staff check into that, and then we'll send everything out to you on that, okay?
All righty. Thanks a lot, Tony.
Okay, Ms. Montanello, and we do really appreciate the opportunity to speak with you today, and thanks again for calling us back here at Swanson.
Okay.
All right, have a great holiday, too.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for agreeing to participate in a short 3 to 5 questions.
No survey. Okay, so that was it. I called them. I have like 30 seconds left. Anyways, this is the can. Hey, there it is on top. Right there. See that dark matter? I don't know. That glob? Anyways, it's my can of Swanson. It smells really bad. Yeah. So you can check up with my other video. It's my Call of Poison Control if you want to see what it really looked like. Bye!